Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to build a quokka enclosure on this small island. Just nearby you'll find the night pavilion that you might recall from our previous videos. So let's dive in and complete another section of this map together. First, I marked out the boundaries of the walkthrough enclosure, outlining where the barriers and road will be positioned approximately. Then, I proceeded to start building the entrance gate and the sign. I chose a simple design, crafting it from wood to blend harmoniously with the natural environment. Then, I constructed a simple fence using the net from the Oceania DLC, which I'll use to enclose the entire enclosure. I must admit it's not entirely reliable. In some areas, quokkas might be able to climb or even jump over it. However, since I'm playing in sandbox mode with escapes turned off, I didn't worry too much about it. Now that I have almost the entire enclosure fenced, I'll move on to building a hard shelter along with the backstage area. I utilized the pre-made walls that I had from the second episode, where I constructed a large backstage area. The gate to the paddock won't be located inside the building, as I later elevated it a bit. Unfortunately, it's not possible to place the gate in midair, and I didn't want to manipulate the terrain unnecessarily. Instead, I placed it right next to the building, where there will also be a small garden. Inside, there will be a small gate, but it won't be functional. It'll serve merely as a detail to mimic the setup where keepers can access and clean the animals' inner quarters. Of course, I immediately had to try one of the new fences from the Barnyard DLC. I added a mesh to them so that the quokkas couldn't crawl through. The roof was also a bit of a challenge, as expected, but I went back to a simple design: vertical roof, overhanging edges, and a ridge. Now, let's head to the paddock. I wanted to create something special, so I decided to build a drinking fountain for the guests. It's a simple limestone design adorned with quokka sculptures. Inside, I've hidden a hygiene station. This way, the enclosure fulfills the conditions for guest-animal interaction, and guests can also interact with the fountain. Although I haven't seen them use it yet, perhaps because I've only allowed a few visitors into the zoo, and they haven't had a reason to venture that far since there's nothing behind this enclosure yet. And now onto the rockwork and foliage. It often feels repetitive to me, so it can be challenging to come up with something new, to create a unique environment so that all habitats don't feel identical. This time, I utilized one of the tropical rock formation blueprints by DaVinci Resolve. And I also used one of the blueprints featuring a waterfall from Frontiers. I save a lot of time using this trick. When laying these stones, I set them to align with the surface and group them together. Then, I position them where I want and sink the entire group into the ground, resulting in a beautiful effect. This method is particularly suitable for hilly or curved terrains and is much more efficient than placing each stone separately and then individually sinking them into the ground. Now it's just a matter of adding details. More stones of different colors for variety, additional trees, palms, bushes, grass, and so on. The quokka is the last animal from the Oceania DLC that I'm adding to this zoo. I have plans to introduce some more animals from Australia, so there will be a couple more episodes in this series. Let me know if there is an animal from Australia you would like to see on this tropical island. Additionally, I'll be adding a restaurant and gift shop soon, so there's plenty to look forward to. And finally, let's complete our little backstage with a terrace and a small garden featuring vegetables. Although I'm not entirely sure if the quokkas will eat what's planted here, but at least it will look nice. Thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate every like and comment from you. Let me know what you think about this habitat, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye!